Alright guys, welcome to Prep, Cook, Plate, and Repeat. Another week here. So with Easter being tomorrow, we decided to do a little spring lamb dish. We're going to make some really nice rack of lamb that you can do for a family dinner. We're going to accompany that, we're going to do some nice mashed potatoes with garlic and cheddar cheese. And then we're going to do some really nice thyme garlic roasted carrots. So I'll be right back to show you how we do the potatoes. Alright, so for the first thing we're going to do to prep this dish, we're going to start with our potatoes. You can go to the local grocery store, you can get Yukons, you can get Idahos, you get Red Bliss, whatever you like. Today we're using Idaho potatoes. There's more meat to it, so to speak. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start peeling our potatoes. Now you can wash the skin off before we start peeling, just to get any dust off, any dirt off, anything like that from the store. Or just clean all your vegetables always. So we're just peeling the skin here. I'm going to take off all that brown skin, right? Now once that looks pretty good to you, looks good to me, a lot of the skin is off. Now we're going to cut this into quarters or into pieces so it can cook faster in the water. So cut it in half and cut that half in half and then just go across it about 4 insertions. This is about what you want right here, this piece right here. Now you're going to do the same thing to the other half, cut in half, right? You got a couple 4 insertions, and that's what you do. So your rest of your potatoes, you'll peel them, you'll cut them, and then you'll dump them into water. Once you dump them into water, you're going to put a good pinch of salt, and then you're also going to take 4 garlic cloves. So I got 3 potatoes here, and I got 4 garlic cloves. Take your garlic clove, using your knife, just smash it. You want to smash it so it releases its aroma and releases its essential oils into the water when it's cooking. So once all your potatoes are peeled, everything is cut, take everything, throw it into your boiling pot of water, a nice pinch of salt, and we're going to let that cook until they're fork tender. So we'll be right back. Alright, so now that your potatoes are in the water with your garlic and your salt, you're going to let that boil for a good about 10 minutes until they're really tender. You don't want to overboil because then you release all the starch and you're not going to have a good mashed potato. So about 10 minutes till you could pluck a fork through it. Next thing, while those potatoes are cooking, we're going to work on our lamb here. This is just a regular piece of rack of lamb. It's already been Frenched, the bones. Frenched means that you can see the bone, that the skin is off of it, the fat is off of it. So you can either roast this whole or you can cut these into pieces. If you wanted to cut it into just regular lamb chops like you see at a restaurant, you would just follow the bone here and cut along down the side of it, boom, right through, and make insertions right through there. Today we're just going to cook this whole. So what you want to do first thing is you can see here, there's some piece of membrane. You don't want that because that's never going to cook out. So we're going to clean that up. You're going to grab your knife. You're going to make a little insertion here, right? Clean this off and take that off. So we're going to make a little cut and then we're going to just pull back on this skin. This is what you want to take off right here, this piece. This is just all membrane, all fat, and they call this silver skin. You don't want the silver skin. It's just going to be chewy and it'll never cook out. Then just clean it up. Just manicure it a little bit. Just tighten it up. If you see any more pieces of silver skin or fat, just clean that up. We don't want that in our roast. We want to leave this top fat here because that's gonna melt into the beef, into the lamb, and that's gonna give a flavor. So you want to leave this piece here. You don't want to touch that. You just want to touch the actual meat here. And just cut that up. Just clean that up. Take that off. A little bit left here. Take that. Take that. So after you're done, this is what kind you want to be left with. You want the skin to be exposed and you don't want none of that silver skin on there. Like it said, you can always clean up the back as well. But the back I leave on, that's fine. The front, this actual piece here, you want to clean this up. This fat we're going to leave. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to season this. Now you can season this up to a few hours in advance. We're going to do a nice pinch of salt. Flip it around. More salt. on the back side, and then a nice fresh cracked black pepper on top. Same thing on the other side, right? And anything that's left on your cutting board, use the lamb and pick up all that seasoning, right? Just get all that salt and pepper right back into the beef. And once that's seasoned, grab a little bit of your olive oil. Extra virgin is fine. Anything you have in your house is fine. And we're just going to put a little bit, about a teaspoon on there. I'm just going to rub that right into the lamb. Right? Rub that right into the lamb. Next step is we're going to get our pan hot. We're using a cast iron. A regular pan in your house is fine. We're going to put about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of oil. And we're going to get to that part right now. We'll be right back. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get yourself your pan, a cast iron pan, a regular pan, whatever it is. And then you're going to put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once, put it on high flame. And then once that starts to smoke just a little bit, we're going to take our lamb and we're going to put it presentation side down. What I mean is the fat side down. That's what you want to hear, is that sear. We're going to sear this for about 2 to 3 minutes per side, and then we're going to give it a little basting. And what we're going to baste it with, this is totally optional, you don't have to do this part. Some thyme, some butter, some garlic. We're going to throw it in there, and we're going to take a spoon and just baste all that flavor back into the meat. So once this is done searing for about 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to turn it on its side, sear that other side for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to throw it into a preheated oven at 350 degrees, and you're going to cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes inside that oven. We're aiming for medium rare, which internally is about 119 to 123 degrees. That's a nice medium rare, so that's what you want to aim for. If you're not comfortable on cooking meat without thermometer, you can use a thermometer, just like I said, 117, 119 to 123. That's what you're looking for. So we're going to sear this. Once this cooks for about 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to flip it on the other side, and then we're going to start basting it. So we'll be right back. Now, after 2 to 3 minutes have passed by, we're going to flip her on her side very carefully, because oil will burn you. And that's what you're looking for, nice sear, and you want that fat to start to turn color. That's called Maillard reaction, also known as caramelization. That's when the natural glucose in meat, the natural sugar in meats, starts to cook. So that's what you want right there. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to add, very carefully, we're going to add our aromatics. I got some thyme in there, I got some whole garlic with the shell, with the skin is fine, and I have a little nub of butter. Now that's what you want to start hearing there. Carefully tilt your pan towards you a little bit. Just let that all start to cook, and then you want to take that and throw it back into the meat. Take all that flavor and throw it right back into the meat. Just like that. We're going to let this sear for about 2 minutes. Oh, there you go. Alright, so now that, so what we did was we flipped the meat over, we put it skin side up, and we're going to throw it into the oven for about 5 minutes. We did set the fire alarm off because it was a little smoky in here and I don't have ventilation, but it's alright, it's going to happen, it's fine. So let that cook for about 5 minutes. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to start prepping our carrots, because the idea is that you want to cook these carrots in the same pan that you're cooking your lamb in, because you want to keep all that flavor. That's some great flavor that you're going to have in that thing. Just grab regular store-bought carrots, it's fine. Bagged is fine. Organic is fine. Whatever you like, whatever you feel comfortable with cooking. So we're going to take these carrots, we're going to trim off the top here. Do that. Trim off the tops. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to peel your carrot, right? So peel your carrot. Just peel it. It's not perfect peel, it's fine. You want to try to get all that skin off. The skin's really bitter, you don't want that. You want the actual flesh of the carrot, the sweetness, the brightness from this carrot. So do that to all your carrots. Then once you're done shaving all your carrots, we're going to take it, we're going to cut it in half. And this is about what you want right here. These pieces. Depending on the length of your carrot, if your carrot is really long, you can cut it into thirds. We're just cutting it in half, and that's what you're looking for. All right, so we're gonna peel these, and then we're gonna show you how to cook these once the lamb comes out. We'll be right back. All right, so now that we took out the lamb is sitting on the roasting rack or a tray, whatever it is. You can let the lamb rest before you cut into it. It's key. Please let the juices to stay inside of it. Right? We're gonna grab a little bit of butter here. I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic. I got 2 garlic cloves here and I just sliced them. Next, we'll grab some nice thyme. Right, once that's done, grab your carrots. Just let them start to cook in there. Put the flame up high because you want to get a nice sear on that carrot. Next, as that's cooking, add a little pinch of salt, a little bit of pinch of pepper. You're gonna let this saute for about 5 minutes. Once this sautés, you can throw this into your oven at 350 degrees and cook this for about 6 to 7 minutes. Depending on the size of the carrot, if it's a thicker carrot, you can always cut it in half, but you want to aim for about 6 to 7 minutes in total cooking time. Alright, now you got your mashed potatoes. Take a whisk or a mashed potato masher and just start to break your potatoes up. That one. Just start to mash it up just like that. You really want it mashed. Alright, once that's nice and mashed, we're going to take 2 nubs of butter. Throw that right in there. We're going to take half a cup of heavy cream. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of milk. Throw that right in there. Just like that. I'm going to whisk that all together. We're going to add a little bit of cheese next. And about a 1/4 cup of cheese. Whisk that in. Carefully. Lower your flame. Low flame. Just let that cheese melt into there, let that cream heat up. And then finally we're going to add salt, pinch of salt, about 2 pinches of salt. A little bit of pepper. You can use white or you can use black. I'm going to use black today. A little pinch of black. Then finally, little secret that I like to put in is about a tablespoon, heaping tablespoon of sour cream right in there. Whisk this up. You can let this cook for about another 2-3 minutes, and that's all. Just give it a little taste test to see if it needs a little more salt, a little more pepper, maybe some sour cream. That's totally up to you how you like it. So we'll be right back and we're going to plate everything together. Alright, so now that our carrots are done, our mashed potatoes done, and our lamb has been resting, it's time to do the fun part, it's to plate up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to plate our mashed potatoes. You can use any sort of vessel you have in your house. That's family style vessel. Again, this is for a family style Easter. So we'll be right back to show you how we're going to plate everything up. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our mashed potatoes. We're going to plate. Now, you can do one vessel or you can do multiple vessels. If you want to do a side vessel for mash and the carrots, that's totally fine. But we're just going to plate everything together here today. So get a couple nice heaping spoons of that beautiful mashed potato. It's velvety, it's silky, it's smooth, there's no lumps in it. Alright, that. Next thing we're gonna do is grab our carrots. All right, grab our carrots. Place our carrots just like that around the edges. After that, you're gonna take your piece of lamb and you're just gonna plate it right on there. So you can, the lamb you can cut into lamb chops or you can leave it like this. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna take this lamb off and I'm gonna cut it down the middle just to show you guys what temperature we're at. So give me 1 second. As you can see on the camera, that's a nice mid-rare right there. Perfect. Not too much blood. It's just right all around. Alright, so now that you've plated your mashed potatoes, you got your carrots, and you got your lamb. Like I said, the lamb you can leave whole, or you can slice the lamb rib by rib, which is fine. You can garnish this with anything you like. Spring onion, chives, whatever you like, parsley, whatever makes it look good on the plate. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone had a happy Easter. Enjoy your Easter, be safe, be warm. Don't forget to like us, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Also, if you have any comments, maybe something you might want to see on our next video, any suggestions, anything, whatever it may be, just comment down below on our video. I hope you guys have a great day.